side, my recommended settings are going to be 1.2, 1.5. So if you're trying to get in all this information, make sure you speed it up a little bit. We also get ready to talk about Zen World, so if you find this content valuable, make sure you like, tweet, subscribe, all that other shit, and get this information out to other people so they can tap in. But yeah, man, just getting the spaceship set up, and we're gonna get all. I mean, we just gonna get into it, man. It's been a while since I chatted, so let's get it. Hashtag in the house. What's up, Willow? What's up, Shaka Vibes? Big ups. Ain't nobody here, but it's all good. I don't care. I'ma keep it going anyways. What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? What's up, cyberspace? It's your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer. I made the beat in the background. I do all that stuff in the real world. That's what I do. And I guess you can kind of say I'm a crypto hobbyist turned activist turned tech guru. I don't really know where we are in today's plane, but today is September 25th, 2023. Again, if you watch the stream, you already know we are extremely closer to 2024 than we are 2023. So shout outs to you who've been here with me through this journey. Last week, I was out of town, didn't have my setup, so didn't do any streaming pretty much all week. Had like 4 days without everything. Lots of chaos going on in the Zen ecosystem. But we've been minting Zen blocks, and you know, not chaotic. I don't know. My world is still very Zen, and I like the direction that the architecture and infrastructure is heading. That's all I can say. And I know, like, it's crazy. It's like, it feels like, man, what's going on? Everything's changing. But yeah, that's the beauty of Zen. It's like a chameleon. It does not actually have one type of skin. You know, it can morph into many other things, and it can still be a chameleon. But the perception of what is Zen may challenge those that don't actually have the flexibility to be chameleon. You know, maybe you thought you were a chameleon, and now you're realizing a weakness within your potential superpower that you actually have. So this is what's cool about Zen. This is why I'm still tapping in, and I'm excited to see what the fuck happens next. So let's just look into it. Yo, what up, Jokin? What it do, bro? Welcome. You can see how many people are clipping away through the are chipping away through the bear market. Yo, what up, Zen enthusiasts? Yeah, you can actually, this is like crazy right now. I think we're literally at the bottom of crypto for real. And you can tell because, in my opinion, there's so much gossip happening that people have forgotten about the technology. And they're lowering the frequencies, to be honest, of a lot of really potential good users that don't comprehend what is transcending right now. And that's why exactly what the fucking title says, transcending with Zen blocks. I feel like I'm in a higher plane of cryptocurrency right now. And it's not to say like I'm better than anyone in crypto. It just feels like I'm really, really close to the blockchain, closest I've ever been in the 7 years that I've been in crypto. And you can be as close as I am currently. That's what's cool about Zen. Zen is an open format, open environment, open source shit, crypto technology brand that you can interact with and literally learn every single angle of the blockchain. You should be blockchain master by the end of learning each. You can call them modules now, fucking Zen. Very basic. It's like I'm gonna have to redo. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do. I'm gonna have to like I'm gonna have to put out an ideology of my 1 year experience in Zen and really explain it in my 1 year of experience, because I see it so much different than everybody else. Crazy. Well, there's some that are on the same plane, but yeah, we are in a bear market. OD, motherfuckers is getting emotional. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the reality TV, because it's very entertaining. It's up to you if you want to be part of it. You know, you can commit and sit on the couch and talk shit, or you can get to the bear market vibes and plan for the closest year, which is 24, bro. This shit is 3 months away, man. 3 months away. And yeah, look at Bitcoin right now. We already knew Bitcoin is falling down, so I'm not really surprised that we're here right now. What is kind of scary is that it's just continuously trading sideways. So I'm pretty sure we're at the climax zone of this today. Like, if you are really into it, and yeah, shout out to everybody that's here right now. I usually stream at 9:30 Eastern Standard, but I'm gonna try to stream a little later now. After being on the West Coast for a couple days, I'm like, damn, do motherfuckers really be waking up at 7 a.m.? So I'm gonna try to find a healthier pocket for my West Coast folks, so that they can attend the stream. So maybe tomorrow I'll do 11 just to do a test to see if that helps with the live, if that works better for people. But we'll see what's up. What up, Tree City West? What up, Dad? Zen is exhausting. But it has you in everything. If you've been really riding the Zen wave for the last year, you should be set in every piece of crypto. Like, if you've really been riding the wave, you should have crypto on at least 10 blockchains. All right, maybe the last 3 that have been added, you don't got no Zen there, but on 10 different blockchains, you should have some Zen, So I think, again, what we're really dealing with is the bottom of the bear market for all that is life. Life is in shambles, right? I was watching a video the other day and somebody was talking about the recession and how, like, the United States last year changed the meaning of a recession, but all the data leading up to today is saying that we're in a recession. But Biden said, nah, we ain't in a recession anymore, right? So what you have to kind of what we really need to be comprehending, and I think, who else is shooting shots right now? Elon Musk. I've been looking at the way that he's been chatting, and I'm going to talk about Zen price, but this is just putting it all into perspective. The way that Elon Musk has been, I don't even follow this fool. That's how hard I am. Fuck Elon Musk. I don't even follow him. He gonna show up anyways. But yeah, he's been posting a lot of these memes talking about watching the Roman Empire collapse. And it's kind of started a trend on Twitter with a lot of people saying Rome is falling. So I haven't looked up like the relationship between everything, but yeah, it is intriguing to see Elon starting to say these things. Anyone feeling late stage empire vibes? Like I am. Shit. S&P 500 raises slightly Monday as traders try to recover some of September's losses. That guy's like, I should have minted some Zen. Hey, I should be in Zen world. What the fuck am I doing over here? These fools trying to recover September losses, but they're only up 0.22%. Nigga, that is bad. R.I.P. the real world. Yeah, but so the real world, we already been talking about that. It's a really depressing topic. Everyone's trying to figure out where they stand in the sand. And more than likely, we are going to get even more exhausted and see even more bad news before we see good news. But luckily, good news is around the corner, right? If you go back to the technology, there's no way Bitcoin isn't going to be successful compared to the shit show called the stock market. The stock market is a shit show, and the government in general is a shit show right now. I don't even know what the fuck. I haven't even looked into it, but I remember hearing they're gonna close down or something. I'm like, man, government is shit. What's important though is getting back to the tech, right? If you get back to the tech, you can understand why it's significant to have a pullback in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin being pulled back hopefully will turn people off that don't understand what's going on, and then we can look at this box here. So this is blockchain.com, one of the original Bitcoin explorers to pop up on the scene. I mean, they've gone really, really far. It's pretty nice to see them glowing. But what I like about them is they have these chart area where you can go and look at a bunch of just Bitcoin shit. So like, it's Bitcoin, bruh. So what they do have though is this mining zone. Mining zone is pretty dope. Let's just put the emphasis on mining. And this is why we're in Zen block mining now. I think a lot of the Zen concept is moving there because we can't control this. Like, this is uncontrollable. Like, no one can control this. Not even Jack Levin can fix what the fuck is happening here, because time is money and money is time. And those that have a lot of money and a lot of time together, those are who are dumping. I would call them miners, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing, because they could totally keep dumping. And I'm so zen right now that I'm like, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs Tree City West for hash heads. You know, I got me a little bit of blocks going, you know, might not be that much, but hey, I'm going to keep mining away and getting situated here because of the possible opportunity that I see a brewing because of proof of work. And again, proof of work is what's keeping Bitcoin afloat at $26,000. It's not because of fucking everybody else. All the VCs, they're trying to DCA this shit down. They're doing what they're doing in Zen right now. The VCs, or we can call them crypto users with a lot of crypto, they are selling their time, right? And then you have the same thing going on in Bitcoin. The VCs would prefer to exhaust the price with the stock market and then recover without the stock market. Like, we know this shit is what's gonna happen. It's like the writing in the wall, right? Stock market goes down, right? This shit fucks up. And a lot of people from here hedge back into crypto because, again, what makes Bitcoin special? SHA-256. And that's what's fire about Zen Blocks right now. I'm learning everything, bruh. All the things I forgot about, they coming back now. I'm like, oh yeah. I mean, I tweeted it earlier today. So if you follow me on Twitter, make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's just crypto, bruh. Crypto, bruh. Or more world peace. The only more world peace on Twitter. But yeah, I woke up this morning firing, and I tweeted this out because this is the facts. Crypto users in 2023 are so far from home. These motherfuckers forgot we only like Bitcoin because its security is based on SHA-256. You are buying a tokenized algorithm, bruh. That's what is happening here. You are buying a tokenized algorithm. That's all you're doing. You're not doing anything else. Even me, I get caught up sometimes, you know, and I start hopium fucking Bitcoin. It's the Jordan of the planet. Which it is. A lot of people say the word Bitcoin, you know. But again, the problem with Bitcoin, and it, you know, what I feel like too, is it's lost Satoshi's vision. It is fueled by greed, and it creates a certain type of user that doesn't see what is really going on. And that is kind of scary to think about. That is actually the most scariest thing you can ever think about. Like, imagine, like, or here's an example. Game of Thrones, bro. Game of Thrones, or was it the House of Dragons, when they lost one of the dragons to the other family? Bruh, that's bad. That's what happened to Bitcoin. We have lost this in translation. So technically it's good, but it's bad because the price is realistically dictated by those that have enough money to invest in it and move it around. Now the holders, the miners of Bitcoin, this is what we're looking at here. So that's why I wanted to just put it all together. So the total hash rate right now is going up. Right, so the blue line is your total hash rate. The white line is the market price. So the last time that these two things came together, yeah, you see the price rose right when it hit the bottom of the hash rate. So we haven't really seen, maybe right in here, we had a dip in 2020 where a lot of people turned off their miners and the hash rate went down. And yeah, that's just what it be sometimes. So now we got a lot of people turning their miners on. And what this is doing is this is creating more demand for Bitcoin outside of the market. So why would this be happening, right? Because in 2021, let's look at Bitcoin. So December 22, which was right here, the very bottom, right? All the miners turned off their shits at the bottom of Bitcoin. Why? Because they didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen next, bro. They're like, okay, this SHA-256 stuff is working, but is it really valuable? And then it recovered. Because again, it's the technology that is recovering. It's not anything else. It's really better than the US government dollar, bro. Like, this is the best shit out when it comes to security and peer-to-peer transactions. Like, there's nothing else like it. So eventually the tech will meet with the price because it has to. And you see, once it met there, it started to go up in hashes because it's called demand. People turn on their miners so that they can try to brute force a Bitcoin into their possession, right? That's what Bitcoin mining is. Brute forcing a Bitcoin into your possession. That's it. And if you could do that, you're going to have $26,000. And hopefully that's enough to cover your brute force. Okay. So you'll see here right now, hash rate is still going hard. All right. We just went to a 3-year from a 1-year. And what I'm really liking about this hash rate on Bitcoin right now is I'm enjoying that the price is going down and the hashes are going up. So again, the demand is still there. People are turning their miners on, saying, bro, we're going up. And again, right here in December of last year, same thing, bottom price, miners turned off, and we're going up, right? So yeah, we'll see what happens next. But this is making me bullish on the long term of Bitcoin and reminding me that this is all VC manipulation. So yeah, if you want to stay with the gossip and like follow people to be like, what's Bitcoin doing? Who fucking here, there, and there? Like, yeah, you might find yourself finding a good play, but to be honest, you just need to follow the truth, which is Bitcoin itself as a technology. But yeah, Zen. Yo, why are you trying to convince people to participate in Zen Miner thing? Do you need more participants because of the proof of work? Not necessarily. I'm actually telling people that they should think about it or at least look into it because it's fucking amazing. Like, it's printing your own money, bro. Like, it's exactly the principles of what Bitcoin was before, where you turn on your computer. And this is also dope too because we have other pieces to the puzzle. We have Argon2, which changes everything. That changes computing power, and it turns it into server power. So right now, the problem in Bitcoin is it's all server power, and nobody can actually obtain servers powerful enough to mine a Bitcoin outside of a Bitcoin mining server farm, right? So technically, you'll never brute force a Bitcoin in 2023 just because of the hash rate. But in Zen Blocks, you have the opportunity to learn about brute force hashing, and you get to actually get some coins, right, in a real world setting that are proof of work because you did it. You turn on your terminal and you let the program force a bunch of mathematical problems into a fucking array, and then bam, once you get Zen 1.1, or uni in the hash, you get a token. Just proof of finding the hash, right? And the difference is that again, you can't do that with Bitcoin and right now unless you have a lot of energy to brute force that hash. And that's kind of why I do think for Zenians that are stuck in this, it might be nice because you might not have no more crypto, but if your lights are still on and your internet's still running, then maybe you want to switch to proof of work. like that's all I'm saying to myself. I was like, dude, if I'm exhausted in crypto, but I have all these other IRL resources, why wouldn't I go back to the physical world? right? Like this is proof of stake. And again, the subjective issue with Zen that I've come to this week, and maybe it's kind of good that I was away and not caught up in the gossip. But the conclusion I'm coming to in this particular concept here, and I still love Zen, like it's still gonna melt faces and change the world. The problem today, like I shouldn't be able to predict what the fuck is going on here. But the reason why this is predictable is because Zen itself is attached to Ethereum. So it's subjective to the ideology of ETH. And you can feel it. How many shitcoins have come across your desk in the last 24 hours? How much bullshit have you been, that you had to be included in for just being in crypto, right? It comes with being on ETH. Like I'm 100% ETH because I missed out on Bitcoin. And I've always been trying to get back, I guess you can say, to Bitcoin, but it's always been out of reach because I can't mine it from my computer. And there's a lot of different things, like I did kind of start as a miner because I did a lot of Bitcoin faucets in 2016. And they were to gamble and play like blackjack, but I didn't know that maybe I should hang out on some of these faucets. And again, this is the only reason I'm talking about Zen Blocks. You see, like it all fits together. You have the POS world where people can use money to engage with the crypto, I guess you can say. Whatever the fuck is going on in POS. Now I understand why people hated proof of stake in 2017. I didn't really get it. I was like, why? It's kind of cool. Like, I get some tokens, I stake them. Like, I don't have to buy any hardware. But then what does that create? That creates a lot of hopium. That's where all the hopium comes from. Once you say, I can stake them and I can get some shit, your whole shit fucked up. Truthfully, proof of work is superior because you turn on your electricity at your home and the only person that's going to stop that is the electricity company. The reason why more Zenians should get involved is because Zen Blocks is going to reach consensus soon. And when it reaches consensus, then it could become tradable because people can start building on top of the P2P side of it. So right now, while it does kind of hang out in a server somewhere in Jack's world, we are all saving the database to our computers. And when enough computers has the Zen Blocks database on it, then technically our guy Tree City West or anybody that wants, they can use Python to call the Zen Blocks. And then from there, the game changes. You can do anything you want. Like once you can call the Zen Blocks, it's over, bro. The thing is running and it's immutable. Once there's enough people online running miners and we reach that consensus, I don't know where that's at. It's immutable. I know Jack Levin dropped a gem this past week, and he said that there's going to only be 31 million Zen Blocks available a year. So there is a cap supply on the blocks. So when these do become available, and there's a lot of stuff that's going to go into this. That's why it's very experimental. One of the coolest things I think I also seen from this project right now is the addition to uni blocks. So what's crazy about the uni blocks is that wasn't in the original code, so they could technically update the mining code to add new coins or like add new sophisticated algorithm equations. Like figure out this one now. Like this one's even harder, right? That's why barely anybody have a super block, because that was the first extremely hard algorithm that they threw in within the Argon system. And if you don't know what the fuck Argon is, hold on. I can keep going in and in, man. I learned so much this weekend. I fucking booted up. I am ready. But yeah, we're taking over the planet Earth. Like, I get it now. This price doesn't represent Zen. This DXN price definitely don't represent DXN. And this is why we got to get away from the gossip. I'm probably going to start getting people who do not understand what the fuck I'm saying. But if you do understand what I'm saying, gossip is what's dropping this. It's not hopium. We should be able to hope. It just sucks when people talk and they don't walk. So cheaper prices in a bear market. Yeah, DXN is going to go north. We saw what happened with Polygon. You're going to need a lot of DXN to keep up. And the divs are going to be better on DXN because... divs are going to be better on DB's NFTs because there's more ETH there's more ETH captured from the contracts interactions. But the DB Zen lobby, actually returns a lot of the ETH that enters the contract. So it's cool to see that that is going to be a thing where people will, be moving over to that DB's NFTs, buying DXN and staking them. And it looks like I said, it's going to be like, you're going to need like 1,000 or you're going to need a good amount if you're trying to keep up on divs, or you're going to need to have a good strategy. So I'm still pleased at what happened, even though there was a tiny bug. Again, I'm being very zen about it, so I'm not freaking out. But I do understand how some people could be using more profit than they're willing to lose, right? They're investing more funds, bruh. Just calm the fuck down. Maybe you've been cryptoing wrong. That's kind of what I was saying to myself this weekend. I was like, maybe I've been cryptoing wrong, thinking I've been cryptoing right. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I've definitely been cryptoing wrong. I should have started with proof of work and moved into proof of stake so that I could have understood the foundation of cryptocurrency as a whole. Because again, crypto is built on security. So this Argon, so Argon is technically, let's see if there's a really good draft. Kinda. I guess you could just, it's so if what you're looking to learn about in this world of algorithms, of hashing algorithms, is what they're really trying to protect. Okay, and what a hashing algorithm is really trying to protect is protect against password cracking, right? That's it. That's the simplicity of what the fuck we've been doing this whole time. The reason why Bitcoin is tight is because the password is encrypted. Your private key is encrypted. You can have your own private key. Someone can send you crypto through your public key, and then the blockchain can decrypt the hashes to make sure that you get the token, and then you get to keep your private key private and have your own wallet. That's the innovation of Bitcoin. Pop fucking confetti. We fucking did it, right? And then on top of that, database saved on a ton of different computers. Epic, right? Wow, everybody came online. I would have a Bitcoin node up right now if that motherfucker made sense. But again, you can't brute force a Bitcoin unless you have a lot of power. So you need to know somebody at a nuclear plant if you just want to do that shit for fun. Pretty much. And yeah, so Argon2 is just another version of cryptographic hashing. All right, so if you want to do even more research into this, cryptographic hashing. Right, so cryptographic hashing is just normal shit, bro. This stuff is like created years ago. You don't need to be smart. This is before interfaces. Shit is just numbers on the screen. But yeah, so cryptographic hashing has a lot of different variables to it. And again, this is why everybody likes 256. Now, in case you didn't know, I mean, everybody should know this. Do you guys know who created 256 hashing? So the creator of SHA-256 is the NSA. You'll see this floating around. I like it when it pops up from time to time on Twitter, because people be trying to act like they know some extra shit. Oh, the NSA made SHA-256. But why do you think the NSA made that shit? Because it's the government. We actually have a government developer in Zen world. His name is Joe Blau, and he said in a he already stated that he was working for the government using this SHA-256 to help people get access back to their accounts. Like that was his job in the government. And yeah, he probably mastered this shit and was like, this can't be the end, because it's kind of slow. So not to say it's not the end, but yeah, it was created in 2001, bro. Let's see, like when Argon was created way later. Yeah, so 2015. So this is definitely a better version of what 256 is. And I mean, there's a lot of people who've been talking about this shit. So if you're not hip to the argument, I do recommend you show up, because it's going to run away from you. And I do believe this is the real argument that Jack Levin is leading us to, which is hashing, brute force coin creation. I didn't really think of it that way before. But yeah, if I would have been tapped in 2013, dude, I could have been mining Bitcoins with this simple information. This is some simple fucking information. Turn your coin, like, bruh. And they had to polish it up and shit so that everybody believe in it. That answered my question. Hey man, I told you I'm really tuned in on it right now. So I'm like under the impression now that a lot of people are probably gonna fall off the channel. And I'm cool with it, low key, until the bear market or the bull market starts, because I'm gonna be so equipped with the gas that everyone else is gonna be probably like, shit, wish I was doing this and this and this, but you're following the gossip. You know what I'm saying? Don't be worried about what the fuck is going on in the world, because you can't change that shit. That's why I feel like a lot of people get stuck. They think they can change the world. You can't. All right, that's okay. This is what I was telling somebody this past week. It's not that you can't change the world. It's that you can only alter to create better environments. All right. So it's really within the beholder to say to themselves, I'm going to make a better environment. And you need to know all the issues in the environment in order to make a better environment. So again, this is another reason why I'm taking the leap of faith in this Zen Blocks thing, because I am under the impression that Jack Levin knows something that I don't know. Working where he worked, right? He worked at Google. Damn, that's crazy. I have to sell Zen Blocks to Zenians. That's just bass backwards. Yeah, everybody, yeah, it's too caught up. Caught up, got a feeling I'm caught up. But this is the Telegram. I recommend you jump into this because there's a lot of good, insightful people. Also, like, they're nerding out right now. Jack Levin's like posting his server farms. Some other people are posting farms. This is a farm in China. That floor is nasty. Is that some McDonald's? Wait a second. Is that sweet and sour sauce right here? Got the sweet and sour sauce cooking behind the server farm. Then Jack Levin's flexing. He's like, this is my server built for Google. Fuck out of here, ass. But yeah, man. We over here, we Zen blocking. I'm going to drop it in the chat for those that come later, so you can get in. Get in when you fit in. Oh, fuck. I forgot. You can't fucking... How do I invite people to this shit? I don't know how to invite you. You don't have to find it. I think they haven't created it where we can all invite people. What's the ad? Nah, yup. You're going to have to find it, bro. Zen Blocks. Zen Miner giving us insight to what it will be like to work with Jack. He's hard to keep up with, constantly updating the miner. Yeah, I felt that way too, Tree City West. I feel like we are officially in the blockchain. Like, if you've been searching for blockchain, bro, like, you actually want to be in Zen Blocks, because we're creating the blockchain from scratch. So you're literally learning the beginnings. Like, you're learning like the genesis of it all. Like, you won't learn the genesis in Zen. Zen is just a pretty version of Zen Blocks. That's why nobody really wants to fuck with Zen Blocks, because it changes it alters the impression of Zen to yourself. Because did you want to go that deep into crypto? Right now you're asking yourself that question. I've already had that conflicting issue, bro. That's why I couldn't work at my job anymore. My job, it felt so centralized. Like, I've got so tapped into Zen by March of 2023. I was like, how am I even working for a job that don't even care about changing the world? Right? They can't change they don't care about changing the world. They don't care about altering the environment. They just care about getting money, right? So you're going to deal with that a lot in the real world, because that's what the real world is built off. That's that lower frequency of the higher frequency of not needing much to get through, right? That's actually a higher frequency. When you can discipline yourself to not need a lot to go, that's great. Yeah, it's worse to be addicted to shit and then have to realize you're addicted to it and then mentally get yourself off of it. But if you can just discipline yourself and understand that that's like a reset, that's like a moment, yeah, it's gonna keep going forward. And that's kind of where I see the disconnect between Zen and Zen Blocks now. What that might do is get people into other things. I know Zen Game had an issue. Oh man, let's look at it. I haven't even looked at him. So I played Zen Game correct, so I'm not even mad at him. Oh, they took everything down. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, I'm not mad at him. I paid $40 for namespace. I didn't get any keys because the gas failed on the first day. And it's a game. It's a jackpot game. It wasn't going to change my life. It wasn't going to make me a millionaire. Right? I never went in with that mindset that this is going to change my portfolio. I was saying that to a T, that this is not going to change your portfolio. It's going to help Zen. And what did I get caught in? I got caught in the whale bullshit because I held my Zen. I'm still holding my Zen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still holding my Zen. Ain't no reason for me to sell it, or, you know, maybe I'll burn for it, but it seems the whole ecosystem is impacted by the results of Zen. So technically I shouldn't do anything. I should stand still because time isn't moving currently for Zen. And we can see it too in the minters. So let's go to Zen Turbo. Here, let's do some Zen analysis. That's what I'm saying. You could be very surface with Zen and just be on this level. But if you want to go up a level to what Tree City West said, if you want to work side by side with Jack, then you probably want to start minting Zen blocks so you can be there for every single update. Like everything that pops up, you're like, oh, okay. I get it now. What the fuck is this? Zenian Bingo. Shout out Shaka Vibes. But yeah, like what? So Zen. The problem with Zen right now is no one is minting in the lowest mint environment. So again, Zenians don't understand what the fuck they're doing. I mean, we've been preaching every angle of Zen, but the thing is everyone is exhausted because, to their points, they're not on the main chain, right? Actually, my guy Zen Heads, he brought up a good argument on my Twitter here, where he said, let's go to the meat of the argument, or not an argument. It's not an argument. It's a debate. All right, we're debating. So he said, we have a centralized point of control with people who have super hash powers, who have a lot of hash power or know-how. What we truly need is 1,000% fairness, Jack, and we can get back to Zen 333x1. We love you and we wish you to get back to the Zen ball, Mr. 400 hashes. So yeah, Zenhead brings up a good point. A lot of people feel left out because they don't really know how to do it all, and they don't really want to learn. And he's speaking for those people because they exist. What's sad is you can go to town square, right? I mean, we could do this in real world. You can go to the community board member meeting, but the council is just listening to you. They want you to put it into action. Now, if you've done it over and over again, which I have as well, every day since March, I've been talking about every different way you can play Zen, and the price is still falling. So technically, Zenians can't help Zenians. That's a realization as a Zenian we got to come to, because then the price will fall faster, so we stop buying thinking it's going to go up. We're actually hurting the ecosystem telling people it's going to go up. We benefit better from letting everyone know we don't care anymore. And maybe that's a reason, again, why Zen Blocks has appeared, to keep our ADHD on track with a higher frequency versus our ADHD going down with this price and becoming more and more unaware of where crypto's biggest issue is, which is password encryption, right? Hash encryption. Said it right here. This is what we're really fighting for, right? This is the real fight, guys. Cryptographic hash function. This is the actual fight. That's Bitcoin. That's Ethereum. That's Cardano. That's everything. All summarized in 3 fucking words. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking preaching right now, but I'm just keeping it 100. Still stand. I'm still standing. I'm still standing. And I guess you could say now, yeah, the elite in Zen, we are definitely moving into Zen blocks. I'm gonna say that as well. There will be some elite left behind because they don't know how to promote the next side, and now they're at their wall. And I wish them greatness, because they will figure out their next. But me, like I said, y'all, we changing our environment. We can see the opportunities. If Zen does come down here again, I have this bottom concept here because of dip from this level, from the first time we broke out. Actually, I think it was right here. From this area down to here is about a 50% dip. So we created that just to make sure we can be all aligned with the dumpers. And then we do have shout outs to Deutschland, my guy from Germany. We do have the Deutschland bottom. Worst case scenario, possible scenario now though. The next 94%, actually I think it's at 94%. Down to 7 zeros and 27. So I personally didn't believe Zen would go past 6 zeros. Right? But now watching everybody's behavior. I sound like a school teacher. Hey, watching everybody's behavior last week. I don't trust y'all motherfuckers. I don't think y'all really bout this fair crypto. Sound like everybody caught up in their own emotions. Time to go to something that ain't got no emotion. That proof of work. No emotion. It's just a heartbeat. Can't turn off my miner unless you come and unplug my house. And I, like, think of that analogy as well. If you're a Zenian and you come here to cope with me, no one can turn off your electricity though, like the way they can steal your crypto. Right? And that's what the DEX really is. It's an exchange of hands. Even the DEX has lost its perception of what it truthfully is, which is a marketplace. But it's not a marketplace. I mean, goddamn. Here's the writing the. Just go to PostChain. I feel so bad for everybody stuck in fucking PostChain, dude. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Bro. Like, everything is so flip-floppy. It's sad over here. But this is where I'm at with it. Elevate your frequency, and you won't have to look at these red fucking downs on some chain that didn't even think about the foundation. Like, actually, all of these chains, when you really think about it, what are they solving? What are they really solving for you? Like, what are you getting from this? Right? Like this Clio. What are you getting from Clio? What are you getting from Kronos? The fuck is it really giving you? Moonbeam. What are these EVMs really giving you? DeFi? That's gonna get rugged? Like, it's the end of 23, man. We understand what's happening here. If you've really been around, like, all roads lead back to Bitcoin. And it almost feels like they're siphoning intelligence by keeping people stuck in Ethereum. It's almost insulting. Damn, I'm over here ranting, bro. Monday morning rant, crypto time. We in a bear market. I'm into one Zen block on ETH network, and it disappeared with an error message. Am I supposed to mint Zen blocks on? What do you mean you minted on ETH network? Zen blocks is not on a network. It is currently centralized amongst a bunch of weird ass Zenians. But yeah, I don't know what you did there. What you can see is an X block on MetaMask. So what Jack Levin has done, so we can see tokens, right? It doesn't mean, like, again, it doesn't mean that this is going to become a blockchain, but they've created a way for you to see your X blocks based on your wallet address. Hey, what the fuck? I got some X blocks. That's crazy. Oh, and I don't know what the hell that could be. I'm not even gonna speculate. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yo, I got some X blocks. Yeah, but see, this is the one I'm using. I got no X blocks. It's hard to get a super block. You need a lot of hash power. And that's kind of where we are today. And this is another reason why I'm trying to bring this information to the Zenians, because you're going to get left behind. What they're talking about already in this room, right, in this Telegram, but the real conversation that's happening is hash power, right? Everyone wants to get the best hash rate. And the only way to get the best hash rate is to buy more CPU power. So what a lot of people are already doing is they getting these VPS hosts. I don't know what the fuck DigitalOcean is, but we're just gonna click on it. So, oh, it's not gonna show me. Okay, so DigitalOcean is a fail. So yeah, go type cloud VPS right here, enter server. So this is the one that everyone seems to be grabbing. And what they're doing is this the one? Maybe this isn't it. Kind of looks like it. So, but they're basically buying storage, and like getting as many cores as they possibly can get, because that's what makes your Zen blocks give you a higher hash rate. So if you've never learned about your computer or your cell phone, let me give you a little bit of a fucking educational thing. All right, your boy Crypto, bro. Yeah, I DJ, I smoke weed, and I be kicking it, but I am extremely knowledgeable in computers for some fucking reason. I don't know. Maybe it's because I played PlayStation my whole childhood, right? So now I just get it. But Zen Blocks is using this concept of cryptographic hash function called Argon2, okay, developed in 2015. All right, and Argon2 is GPU and ASIC resistant. Now, what's cool about that is, again, if you want to be a hacker and you want to hack a password that is protected using the cryptographic hash function of Argon2, then you're going to need a lot of CPU power, right? Because that's the only way that you're going to be able to create the cryptographic hash function. It's only going to be created with a CPU core. It does not use GPU. It does not use ASIC. And that's what made Bitcoin mining run away from everyone. Once they introduced a sub package to do that, then it ran away. So currently there is a debate in Zen block world already. 2 weeks in, people are already debating if they should introduce GPUs. A lot of the community believes that GPU does not need to be introduced and that it should stay resistant to both of those worlds, because then what that does, again, for the Zenian is it keeps it very fair. And what you have to do to get ahead is buy storage or buy cores to get more hashes, right? And cores, they're your CPU power. Think of them as little tunnels. So the more cores I have on my CPU, the more tunnels of information that can flow, or the more information that can flow through the tunnels in a fast rate. So right now, like, you can go and look at your computer and look at your Intel processor or whatever kind of processor you got, and you can see how many cores it has, and that can give you a level to understand, like, do I have a fast computer? Do I have a slow computer? Right? Most computers in today's world are going to have 4 cores. Right? If you have a computer from 2020 plus, you're going to have 4 cores. If you got something in 2023, there is a possibility you do have an 8-core chip in your laptop. So you might want to double check. You might not even need to buy any hardware. Your computer's just ready to rock. But this is where people are right now in Zen blocks. They're starting to acquire more cores, giving themselves more opportunity to brute force this Zen block to get a lot. And that's why you'll see here in the chat, there's going to be a lot of, let's see if anybody's posted theirs. Or I guess you could just go here. Zen Miner. zenminer.move.com/leaderboard. Remember, this is where you want to go to get the package for the miner. If you're looking to get involved, you get the download the files here and watch my previous stream. I show you how to set it up on Mac so that you can get it started. But yeah, you'll see here some people like this dude. If you've never seen this address before, I don't think you're in Zen world. So shout out Zone. I don't know what he working with in his country, but he got some crazy shit. His computer must be half time machine. Because he was ruling DB Zen and now he's ruling mining. He hasn't even mined. He just stopped. Like, he just came through and wrecked it and then just like, all right. So yeah, all these people at the very top, actually everybody here, you can say has a really nice computer. They have a really good setup. They're not mining from a laptop. They're most likely mining from a gaming laptop, or if they don't have access to that, they're using some sort of cloud virtual private server to provide those extra cores so that they can mine more. So there's a lot of different ways to get ahead, but this is the part that makes me start to get curious about what's going on here, because as more and more people buy cores, then now there's investment happening. They might not be saying that. That's why, like, even me, I'm like, should I put some money behind this? Right? And then that's something that started to trickle in my head, because I'm like, well, I'm gonna go spend $100 on a shit coin, or I can spend $100 on brute force mining Zen blocks and try to get a bunch of them in a month. You know, which is like, which one do you want to do now? Right? You actually have this opportunity. Didn't have this a year ago. It was either proof of stake or hex. Nigga, that was it. And now we got all this other stuff going on. So I keep saying, be excited. I think it's exciting. Zen is trash. See, like, if you pay attention to Remy here, Remy Kim, that's that low frequency, bro. Can't nobody see that. Zen is trash. All is trash. What the BSC Zen down 99%. RIP, my G. I hope you get some help, because Russian scam. We're going to let you rock, though. Hopefully you understand it. I'm going to let you rock. I thought I was late when I started mining under 200K blocks. Now that we're over 1.2 million blocks, next month there will be twice that. Could start next month and still be early. We cannot burn on Pulse. What gives with DB Zen? Why wouldn't they launch over there? I'm sure DB Zen got a plan. But Tree City West, yeah, you hit it right on the head. We're at 2.1. You said, yeah, 2. Actually, we're at 2.3 million now in minted blocks. So again, think of this as brute force hashing. If you don't know how Bitcoin works, you really need to understand that part, because none of this shit is going to make sense. You're going to be asking me, no offense, earn it, but you're going to be asking me, why is this not happening in something that doesn't matter, right? Or you're going to be like Remy Kid saying Zen is trash, right? So if those things are in your head, you really do need to take a step back and go and learn about SHA-256 and why people have tokenized that and they sell it to the masses, right? Learn why they're selling SHA-256 tokenized to the masses. That shit might get me yacked out because I decoded it, but I understand it now. That is all this market is. When you see cryptocurrency, SHA-256, boy, market. Who can do it the best? Shit, bruh. My 300 mint was worth 2x cost of the production. Hey, that's tight. Got made too. Low frequency. Hey, I'm calling out the low frequency, man. He was caught cheating. His super blocks are invalid. Oh, for real? Damn. Zone. I wonder what he did to cheat. But you know what's cool, though? I'm glad he cheated, because then at least he exposed it. But this guy here rules. I see him on Twitter. He's got a Twitter account. I don't know if y'all follow him. You can keep up on him. I don't know if he wants followers. Oh, I think he changed his name. Ah, shit. Never mind. He hit himself. He's still there, though. Maybe he'll pop up on my homepage. We'll see. That's funny. He changed his name. He was like, I don't want none of y'all to see me anymore. Yeah. He ain't popping up right now. Sorry, guys. Look at this mode. But yeah. I'm super late. I'm making Zen trucker hats. I'm putting a QR code on the bill of one of them. Hey, I want a Zen trucker hat. Just XEN. Is that what you're gonna put on it? Where do you find your Zen blocks that was minted? You want to use Hashhead. Developed by an in-house community member named Tree City West. But if you use Hashhead, you'll be able to see all of your Zen blocks minted. And I mean, like I said, I don't have that great of a computer. My shit is extremely whatever, and I've minted in the last week 45. So even if it took like 2-3 months of like, let's say Zen blocks doesn't make any sense until January. If I just stay at it and I keep mining and it doesn't really adjust my, I guess you can say, electricity bill at the crib, like if my electricity bill ain't struggling at the crib, then I should be in a good place to just keep using my standard laptop. But I do got this ThinkBook that we about to strap out. So this is the next one up. So that's what I've been doing. I've been looking actually I even over here. Now I found a 2015 MacBook. I was like, yo, I'm about to turn that bitch on too. Fuck it. Like, I feel a lot of freedom dealing with Zen blocks. And again, I mean, it's just giving me, I mean, some would say, oh, you're just talking about it because it gives you something to talk about. But I'm in crypto because I really want to see the world change. And if I'm talking about something, it's because it's world-changing technology, not because it's going to give you a 10,000x. And that's probably why my following isn't as robust as other crypto users, because I'm going to give you the fucking truth. I'm not going to act as if the gossip is what rules the realm. That's old, motherfucking. That shit is old. No more. It doesn't need, you don't need it anymore. Like, it's not productive. When we saw the gossip happen with the Hex world, it's like nobody in Hex talks shit about Zen anymore, right? But in the very beginnings of that, like, tons of people had something to say about Zen. Tons. Right? Now Zen is kind of flipped the script one too many times for anybody to say anything, but they'll only return when the price is going down. So this is what's funny about Zen right now, and again, why I'm saying push your frequency up, and all you need to do is comprehend what's going on here. If this still doesn't make you feel like you're in control, then maybe you do need to sell. Maybe it's just not for you. You know, maybe you shouldn't be involved. And I'm actually with Jack Levin on that shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, never in a crypto have I been chilling it in a fashion where I'm like, hey, maybe you should get the fuck out. Maybe you should just go over there. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to, you know, if it pop off, just know it was an L. You know, you had it, but you dropped the rock. It happens, you know. Hey, Dio Schlan, what up, bro? Thanks for dropping that. Got Tree City West back on the team. Steeler fans, go figure. Yeah, yo, they beat up on my Raiders last night, man. Steelers got me out here feeling dumb. Like, I'm like, shit. I had to fall asleep during the game just so I can comprehend it. And I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up to an L. Zen X1 will send you. Why Jack doesn't tweet Twitter anymore? Jack, who is Jack, bro? Man, Jack is just a homie. That's all Jack is. He told me to kick rocks. Cooking. What is he doing now? Where can I buy Zen blocks? They're not sellable yet. That's why it's all speculation. We're building the ecosystem. And to say that they're sellable is when we reach consensus. So when that moment happens, you're too fucking late. Just know that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We talking about it right now because you're gonna be late if you come after consensus, and it's gonna be a little file that looks like this. This is a consensus file that's gonna change the world. This one right here, blockchain database, growing. It's at 644 megabytes, bro. I was telling myself I'm gonna have to get a real setup quick. This is low key putting pressure on my computer setup because I don't want this database to get to like
5 gigabytes. I don't even know. Let's see what the size of the Bitcoin database. Bitcoin blockchain size. Woo, boy. 513 gigabytes. That's not that bad, though. At least it's not a terabyte. Half a terabyte. So we still early, y'all. We still early because this is before ordinals. Ordinals is really going to make this blockchain huge. It's going to be huge. Hold on. Let's see how big Ethereum is. Damn, Tree City West with the gift. Hey, man, you got one and you received one. That's or you received one, then you gave one. Fuck, man. Shout outs, bro. I'm going to have to thank you. And I see OA grab that. Shout out to OA. Bitcoin over 400 gigabytes last time I checked. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Hold on, let's see Ethereum. It's like this is the stuff I've never paid attention to before. Like I never thought I needed to go and like look at like what is the size of a blockchain, right? Like now imagine your favorite blockchain trying to get to these levels, because I'm pretty sure Bitcoin still holds a consecutive amount. Let's see. Bitcoin blockchain size, its current level is 513. It is up a little bit, so it's going up. I mean, obviously it's going up every fucking, it's just going up. As people get online, it's just going to keep going up. How are you bearish on Bitcoin? The gigabyte of the blockchain just goes up. It just goes up. That's crazy, bro. What the fuck? That's crazy. Man. I love crypto, bro. I love blockchain. Ethereum main proposed. Whoa! Damn, they got a Y chart for this though. Damn, they really don't. They should get a chart for that. They don't want to show you that though. They showed you the ETH block size, we'd all throw the fuck up. And this is why, oh, here we go. Fully synced ETH data. Woo! Are you telling me you don't want to get into Zen Blocks right now? I'll show you again. 644 megabytes. You could tell people, hey, I started minting Zen Blocks at 644 megabytes. Yo, I'm tripping over here. I'm sorry. Man, it's so easy. Crypto is so easy. You only make it complicated when you start to get emotional. That's 2023 in a nutshell for me. If I wasn't so emotional when I started to stream, we would have been set, y'all. But I had to go through that. Some of y'all went through it with me. So shout outs to you for bearing it. But going into 2024, we're taking profit. We're being more strategic. We're understanding the foundational fractions, so the things that are breaking the foundation down. Right? There is a foundation, but it's been broken down, so we need to understand where the cracks. Fill the cracks, change the processes, and get back on track. So yeah, man, I fucking got into Zen Blocks when the database was at 644 megabytes. Shut up. Look at this. How did it just fall off? I wonder why I did that. Let somebody just take information off the blockchain? Maybe? That's kind of crazy. That's a big ass dip. What was this? In February 13th. Technical update on Ethereum. Ethereum has maintained a large technical support. What the fudge? Oh, this is just like trading text. Yeah, I wish I was a ETH maxi pad so that I would fucking know why the blockchain removed so much data. Well, I'll learn with Zen Blocks. But yeah, this also makes me bullish on Bitcoin because Bitcoin data is much lower than this, which means it's gonna be able to to come online and give, or more people will be able to come online with Bitcoin once it gets back to the masses, and they'll be able to ride this like fully synced concept, because that's how they're going to come online, right? They're going to have to sync the blockchain. I'm learning that right now with Zen Blocks, and it's kind of almost like the sync node concept is very important to everybody right now, because that's the consensus. Once that is locked in, then the blockchain itself will become immutable, and then no one can take it down. Then it's just rocking, it's just rocking and it's locking. And as long as people are brute forcing hashes to try to get Zen blocks, unis, super blocks, it's going to keep the blockchain running. And then people who want to participate that don't want to mine, they'll be able to grab those tokens, trade them on dexes. Dexes will be possible because there will be consensus, and consensus won't need a middleman, right, to get people to start trading. It's fucking beautiful. And again, as it goes up and up, the data is going to show you. So this is crazy though. But yeah, Bitcoin, look at this, February. So is that what it is? Maybe this is ordinals and a lot of people removing. Oh, maybe that is what that is. Maybe this is people burning data and moving to Bitcoin, because we've seen a lot of bridges come out in this era of February. A lot of bridges, and a lot of those bridges were like CryptoPunk bridges, where you were burning your CryptoPunks to get another CryptoPunk on the other side. So maybe that's what we see here. Maybe this is the ordinal transition, and now data is rising again because a lot of people haven't started to move back to Bitcoin. Because I only say that because I see here Bitcoin did have a spike in data on the same exact day that I hate that it says 23 though. On the same day that Bitcoin, or excuse me, the same day that Ethereum had a gigantic tank in its data. So maybe we'll see that happen here. It's too easy, man. Damn, I'm late. What up, Clay? It's all good. I'm trying to figure out a better time to stream. I feel like 9 is too early, but then I feel like 10 is too middle. Then I like 11, but it's kind of late. And then 12 is 9 a.m. on the West Coast. So I'm still trying to find out what's my strategic bear market strategy here. So tomorrow I'm going to go live at 11 a.m. You could be here. Holding it down, holding it all the way down. I won a Phantom's NFT in the weekly review yesterday. Hey, that's tight. And I mean, that's tight, man. I'm glad that they got you something. Zen world is trying to recover, but as long as we got believers, don't stop believing, and the price maybe will recover. I know for the longest time we were talking about what the fuck was going to flip Ethereum. Who would have ever known that optimism would just be on top? Look at this. And this is how you know Zenians ain't got no bread. Yo, well, there's a huge opportunity to make the gas, or AKA make the, the bag with optimism's in. But a lot of people don't care. And they would complain instead of seeing the opportunity. Like, there should be more videos, more YouTube streamers, more everyone saying, do you see what the hell is going on over here? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person that's just trying to relate data together. Maybe that's it. Someone asked me, like, dude, what is there to talk about in Zen? And I've literally been streaming for over an hour and I still got shit to talk about. As Zen GTP, when's the best time to stream? It's the weirdest one because my crowd is so international. At the same time, it's domestic, right? So, like, I'm trying to figure out that balance on how do I hook up the homies in Europe and the West Coast and Pacific, if possible. If that's possible, we'll see though. Shout out to everybody watching this on the flip side, man. I appreciate you. Straight up. Shout out to Rolando telling me I should ask Zen GTP. I keep getting all snap Air 5 loses Zen blocks. What do you mean by all snap? I ain't never seen that error. What are you trying? If you're trying to set your miner up, it's mad easy. The thing about setting up the miner, I think everybody has to get is you got to call the folder. So if your files are just floating around, that was like the number one issue the first week. Everybody's files were just floating around and no one knew that they needed to organize the files into a folder so that you can call the folder to maintain everything, right? To put the database in the folder, right? Now everything's all set up. My miner just go. Bam. Just like that. Bam, 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 bam. My next favorite thing to do, my mining setup lately would be this, and then running my computer temp. So I recommend you get that too. So I have a Mac, so mine's is different than the PC. But yeah, use internet, bro. You got the internet for your fingertips. You can get everything. This is the sudo temp checker macros. So now what I can do, I type in the passy, right? Because I'm tapping in onto my board. So since I'm going to go to the board and grab some of the sensor data, I'm going to need that. So this is like my normal setup here. I'll have my computer temp going so I can make sure I manage how much power or how hot my computer's getting. Like I was mining yesterday in my bed. That was stupid as fuck. My computer like went all the way up to like 100 degrees Celsius, and I was like, what's going on? Then I realized I was like, oh wait, my computer is like, the fans are in the sheets. This is a bad mining environment. So if you feel like you're not getting the best hashes, it could be your environment. So you might need to start doing, again, like I didn't know I could check my computer temperature. Like I knew it was a thing because I'm like, my computer's getting hot. I'm like, there has to be a way for me to check my temp to make sure I'm not, overdoing it. So I went and I learned how to watch it all. And it's pretty good because I'm streaming right now. So you see, I'm streaming right now. I'm getting like 400 in this terminal, 400 hashes. And I could probably add another terminal and still get 400. Let's see if the stream dies. It shouldn't though. Same process. CD. And this is why people are buying space now to do Zen Miner, because all they need to do is open up a virtual machine that has crazy cores and then just start up all these threads. Right? Like each one of these are just a thread. And this is what it is. This is again going back to why some people are buying cores, because my computer is only a 4-core. I only have 4 cores. I think I only have 4 cores. Let me see. I think so. Let's see. Yeah, quad core. So I have a quad core processor. So I have 4 cores. I have this one right here, common one. So technically, with my 4 cores, then I could open up 4 windows. But then my hash rate is going to keep going down because right now I'm streaming. So there's a lot of processing CPU power going on right now. I'm streaming. I got fucking 80 tabs up right now. You know what I'm saying? There's just not a lot of ability for my computer to hash more. And this is why I'm feeling the Zen Miner. It goes back to the principles of Zen. In Zen, we want to lower the barrier of entry so that everyone can obtain cryptocurrency. Now, the difference between Zen and Zen Blocks is Zen Blocks uses your home internet and your home electricity. So you can almost say it uses IRL resources, those things that are around you that you can obtain because you're alive on planet Earth. Whereas Zen, aka Zen.network, so if I go to Zen.network and the Zeniverse, this is a mass adoption tool, but it's based on EVMs using the consensus of the blockchains. Now, again, it's not that they're different, it's just that this uses time and money. Zen Blocks uses processing power and resources. So some people, in my opinion, have a lot of money they've had a lot of time, right? So they kind of control the notion here. And we see this because no one is taking the opportunity of optimism. They are minting, but they aren't buying it, which means they don't believe in buying Zen. And that's why Zen price is falling, which makes sense. It's in abundance. It's supposed to be made, created, and pushed out in about 5 years. It will curve. So we know that. It's a 5-year thing. Yeah, this is time and resources of the blockchain. So again, there is some barriers here. Like if I don't have any ETH Moss, I can't mint over here. If I don't have any Phantom, I can't mint over here. If Doge Chain turns off the chain, I can't mint over here, and so on and so on and so on. Right? So that's the barrier of entry. It's just, do you have Binance Chain and do you have time? Right? And that's what we've been dealt with. A lot of people had to choose up. And then this also has created a little bit of a maxism. Like I used to be a maxi on Avalanche, but I need to see it for what it is, not be like, this is going to change the Zen ecosystem, because nothing's going to change the Zen ecosystem. Zen itself is amazing. So all of these are just anchors, right? I'm docked on Avalanche Island. I'm docked on Moonbeam Island, right? And if I want to go to the spaceship, we go and get some Zen blocks. That's how you get the fuck out of the universe. You're not going to get out of the universe minting Zen on these chains, because you're subjective to the chain itself and subjective to the user in it. And that's the issue with Zen. We can't get away from it. Clout and, not Clout Cox, but like clout of influence is going to dictate price over here. And that's because we can't change Ethereum's original marketing package, which is shill bullshit to people, and they will come. Right? Diochland with another one. In which country? Jamaica, aka VMP man. Also 11 users. New York isn't 8. Oh, 11 in New York is 8 in Germany. That's not that bad. Zenfluencers. Hey, where the Zenfluencers at, bruh? I think my favorite influencer, though, to be honest, is Tree City West. I gotta keep giving that motherfucker props. He is way smarter than me. Like, I'm like a strategy dude. I like puzzles. And now I'm starting to learn like Python and everything, and I'm like, oh, like these people are fucking smart. Like Tree City West has a command now. In case you didn't know, he's in Zen World or in Zen Blocks. So when you go in his thing, he's gonna have download the latest miner. MindG actually has a commit. So he set this up for us, which is pretty special. To configure it. Well, I don't know. Maybe he did it, but I see that he was the last person to commit and update it. So I'm hyped to see the homie on here. But they created a code so that every time the miner updates, you don't have to switch your account every single time. Because a lot of us, in the first week, the miner would update, and then we would forget to switch from the like main wallet, and we would mine. Like I mined for a whole day, and all my coins went into this main wallet. And I was like, I didn't realize it until the next day, because I was like, nah, I'm mining. Like I don't know why this ain't updating saying I'm not mining. I'm mining. And then I went and checked the code, and I realized like shit, my account isn't set up to my wallet, so user error, right? So Tree City West and team created a configured file that now in the miner Python, where it used to have this information, these lines, it now says load configuration file, right? And then it has the config file, all that shit. It's pretty dope. I don't know, y'all can see that? Okay. Yeah, shout out to Tree City West for doing that. I appreciate you, bro. Can someone share Zen Blocks Telegram? I wanted to share it, but I don't know how to get. Let's see if they got something here. Because since I didn't create it, I can't share it. And I don't know why they've done it that way. I think though, here, I'm gonna get it real quick. Cause I am rocking. Man, I gotta get some food in me. I'm about to go to Trader Joe's. It's always funny when I stream and I talk hella crypto stuff, and then I gotta go into the real world and spend money. Like, man, should be getting incentives everywhere I go. You get incentives. What the hell is this? Hey, wait. That's not where I want to go. Oh, because Mr. Jack Levin leaving, as Cleo would say. So let's fight it over here. Yup. All right, so I dropped it in the chat if you want to join the Zen mining Telegram. I'll go ahead and repost this too. That way, if you follow me on Twitter and you don't have the chat up because it didn't save or something, just go to my Twitter page. It'll be on the very top. You'll be able to get into the Zen miner world. Yeah, man. I mean, you don't have to do this shit. But isn't it kind of weird that I have a lot to talk about? Did you watch your favorite streamer today? Were they talking about some shit that you cared about? I don't know. I watched a bunch of doomsday Bitcoin videos this morning. That shit was lowering my frequency. I was like, man, I know Bitcoin's going to shit, but like, we can't save it, you know? And all morning I was like, we can't save Bitcoin. Let me look into this Argon shit. We can save that though. We can save crypto some other way. So you see here now everyone's talking about different Shaw recommendations. We're all looking at what is really going on in the industry because that's what they're selling. I think they were trying to say Argon is a hash function in winter. What is the open source GPU mining change a fee in the code? They call him a clown. That's funny. Yeah, nobody wants GPU mining. So I don't know if it's gonna happen, bruh. That's like consensus overload. But yeah, this is a really good spot to be right now. He said, I am a clown. But if you're in this Telegram, you'll be able to, like I said, you'll be able to talk to a lot of people who are excited about what's going on. And this is kind of why this Telegram is jumping right now. You have a lot of bright, like-minded individuals trying to expand the cryptographic hash world. I didn't even think that it was something. But yeah, Jack is a genius. Gather talent together. We gathering talent, bruh. Why DXN shit the bed so hard, bruh? Dioshland, they hate us, man. The whales are exiting. The whales are exiting. That's how I see it. Let's go to DXN real quick. The whales are exiting. They're like, oh wait, Zen Game went down. I think that's what's happening here. So this was speculation going into DB's NFTs. They didn't happen, so we ended up turning a different tier. Zen Game went down, and then I've seen a lot of negative everything. People are starting to, believe in, like, I've always thought, like, DXN is the move. Like, it's the strongest development brand within the Zen ecosystem. So I'm not discouraged in any way. But yeah, this is unstaking and selling now. So we got unstakers and selling. I probably got some decent divs. Let's actually see it. I'm so fucked in the Zen world. Money? What is that? I don't make money in Zen, bro. Maybe if you had like, yeah, I don't know. What do you consider making money, guys? I think making money is like $500 a play. $350 to $500 a play. I think that's like making some money. Because if you do that 2 times, or if you do that 4 times a week, like you're coming up, right? So if you do it 1 time a week and you do it 4 weeks in a row, you're doing pretty well. But yeah, like 20, 100 a day, like I don't see that being, the sickness. Unless you're doing, like I was saying, unless you're making $100 solid a day. So within 5 days, you got your 500, so you can call it a week. But yeah. Oh yeah, my divs didn't move much. Yeah. I'm glad I sold my tokens. I sold some tokens before the dump, but I kept my solid foundation of 212. So I'm gonna keep going with this. And again, if if everyone's going to keep pulling from the contract, then I'm just going to wait for the bottom and buy the fuck back in. Wherever that bottom be. I've already looked at it, saying that the worst case scenario would be 80 cents, which is insane. Because at 80 cents for 1,000, give them to me. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not going to fucking keep burning Zen. Once people click again and they start to realize, like, oh wait, Zen is immutable and it's a token that lives in the internet. It's a gas token that's in the internet that's ready to be pumped whenever people want to pump it, similar to Doge. Like, whenever that narrative comes back around, which it will, everyone's gonna boost this, right? Zen birthday next week. Oh yeah, Zen birthday's next week. If you live in the tri-state area, I posted it on my Telegram or on my Twitter, but we're having a Zen party for the Zenians. I'm gonna be playing some house music, some tunes for a little bit, just vibing with everyone. So yeah, if you're gonna be in New York City, or if you're in the tri-state area, so if you're in New Jersey, if you're in Connecticut, if you're in New York, love to see you pop out. It's on a Sunday, so if you have a car, it's gonna be free parking in the city. You won't have to worry about paying for parking on the street. All of the parking will be free. So yeah, if you want to drive in from a different area, that's why it's kind of dope that it landed on a Sunday, because it kind of makes sense for the gathering in the middle of New York. Like, it would suck if the 8th was on a Monday, because then 1, it'd be on a Monday, everybody got work and shit, and then 2, you'd have to pay for parking if you came to the city. So yeah, being a city cat, I'm hyped that it's on Sunday, and yeah, I hope to see you there. 12 p.m. Tribeca Social, we'll be getting it up. What do you think about Zen on Optimism, bro? I am confused why people aren't buying it. That's what I am. I'm super confused on it. I'm confused on why people are dumping. Oh my god, hold up. I just realized I'm still running the miner. I'm running 2 miners, huh? What's my tip? Alright, cool, whatever. I'm not hashing much, but we'll just leave it running. If this shoots up in temp, then I'll fucking stop. But I'm doing a lot on my computer, and it's doing alright right now. But yeah, OP. Actually, what's OPDXN looking like already? Is that already out? It's been a couple days now. It is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. How many coins over here? Like what? Like, oh, 5,000. Okay. Whew. My God. All you motherfuckers care about is money. That's what this is. Ain't nothing we can do about it, guys. We're in the middle of a bear market, and people are trying to live off crypto. So they're making plays and dumping prices. If you're a small fry, that's why you burn Zen. You don't buy it. You mint it, you burn it, and that means if you can't keep up with today, technically that's a realization that you need to expand your time horizon and make it further out, so that you can be calm of what is today's Zen. That's really what's happening here. Some people, even like me, I'm over here, I'm feeling it. I'm like, yeah, maybe I bit off a little bit more than I should have chewed, but I was excited, and I'm at least I can come to my realization that, hey, maybe I did a little bit too much. Like, I call it rage quit. I should not rage quit some of the plays I had in Zen, because the other side of the play did not work in my favor. This being an example, CBDXN. I'm still bullish on this, but you can see we have 20,000 coins in here now. And this is growing a lot because every day people are mining and selling. I don't know where they're getting the capital from. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they're doing it. And we're just kicking back and relaxing because, yeah, the opportunity would have been on this day. And then that pump, this pump. So maybe another pump comes up. But yeah, the question is are the Zenians going to go to Coinbase? Right? Or are they too exhausted? That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing I'm exhausted. I can't keep going. I can't keep going, Jack. I'm falling. And then they fall off the boat. When, where, how? For what? Here now. I care about water. What up? What up, Simple Waters? Eating up megabytes. That's that's what I'm doing. Yeah. Is it better for long-term value, Zen or Zen Blocks? Both. You want both, bro. That's why you want to mint Zen Blocks now before hella people show up, or before people start putting money behind it. That was in the beginning of the stream. So if you want to go back to the beginning, I explained that like people are putting cores, they're putting cloud storage behind their terminal. So how I have this terminal here, people are getting virtual computers with better core technology than their laptop, and they are running these programs in the virtual computer, and now they are putting funds behind it. And there is a science to this that everyone's finding out now, which is you want 8 cores and above if you want to get a ton of Zen blocks and unis and a possible super block. So the more you want to get super blocks, the more cores you're going to need. So then now you have a ton of people that are looking at these 12s, these 16s. There's even, I was going to show more. Oh, no, they don't got it on this one. There's some sites that have 24 to 32 cores, man. That shit is crazy. Actually, I think I'm pretty sure this is the site. Maybe they took it down because we bought it all. I could have sworn this was the site. We must have bought all the fucking cloud storage. So am I tripping? I must be tripping. I saw one from 180. That's like $180 a month. And you get 32 cores. Mind blown. Boom. Tell me the best coin in Zen ecosystem, please. My dude Tofu was like, tell me, please. Save me. Man, you gotta follow Jack Levin, bro. Actually, you gotta like the video. How about that? Throw a like in the mix. Tree City or Shaka Vibe says 8 mining windows at 800 hashes per window is 19 cents a day. Oh, really? What site you using? What the hell? Man, give us the gas, brother. Hey, that sounds gassy. But yeah, like that's why I was like, man, I need to start putting, I might need to, I'm still coming to the realization. That's why I'm educating myself on exactly what is going on before I engage with adding any sorts of capital to this experience. Okay, I want to try to figure it out before, but I do have, like I said, I have the miner script down now. That's not a weak point in my game. I'm very strong. So now it's just taking that script to bigger computers so I can mine more blocks. That's also the flexibility of Zen Blocks that makes it really, really dope. Most, how do you say this? So think of it this way. If I got a server at the crib, actually, I don't know. I don't think it works that way. Yeah, never mind. Don't think about that way. But like, let's say I just want to mine some Zen Blocks on my laptop and I'm on vacation, right? I can have my miner running at the crib all the time. And then I can use the same address on a different device and mine from a different device. And, the hardest part is when the database gets too big. When the database gets too big, then you're going to be asking yourself, do I have a device that I can sync node with, right? And sync node is a command that we need everyone in Zen Blocks to do. Because when you do a sync node, you're going to run you're going to help with the consensus of the blockchain. So let's go ahead and get the sync node up, because I actually haven't ran mine in a minute. Yeah, like this is the hardest part. Learning how to get everything set up so that you don't have to think too hard. So I'm gonna do Python 3, and I'm gonna do sync, and then node.py. And then the important thing is you want to take credit for it. So go and get your wallet address. This is why I like what they just did. They did the update. So the update also shows the wallet address you're mining to. So you can quickly copy that here. Also, you want to double check too. Make sure you're mining with the address you want. If you don't see that there, you need to change your configuration file. Fuck, I sound like a nerd. Oh. Okay. So now what this is doing, this is running sync node. And the last time I ran sync node was a while ago. So it has to fetch over 540 blocks to add to the database, right? So we saw this earlier. The database was at 644 megabytes. So we'll see how big the database gets. But you see the journal keeps going away and coming back. Look at that. Oh, your computer's working, bruh. It's kind of cool to see files actually work and not just Netflix. Man, motherfuckers love Netflix, bro. God damn. I have a power block. I'll DM you the screen. Let me know what's up, dude. Shout out to Dioshland. Zen Joe back on the team. Hey, what up, Miggy? Miggy Love. Do you know how to mint it as well? I'm having issues trying to mint it. What do you mean, Zenjo? What do you have issues doing, though? I just left NY. Hey, I was out of NY for 4 days. Felt kind of great, though. Felt actually very amazing. Starting to mine on all electronics to get a Tamagotchi out of the storage. Lols. Yo, Tamagotchi minting. Simple waters. Beat him to it. Can someone please help me mint Zen on Optimism? Where do I start? You want to start minting Zen on Optimism and you don't know where to start? What you want to do is use this guy, ZenFi. Now Optimism is super slow. Now, and the only reason I'm saying use ZenFi, this is me going back to my degen shit. So at least when you use ZenFi, you qualify for airdrops for doing cross-chain swaps. So technically you can send Ethereum through this channel to Optimism. So this is the best way to start. And it might take an hour, 2 hours, but that's just all transactions into Optimism for some reason. I don't know why it's like that. It should be like 2 minutes, and then I'll be literally waiting like an hour. But yeah, use ZenFi. And then again, ZenFi, it supports all your favorite chains, every chain that Zen has. So you'll be able to, again, finesse, move crypto around using, just one singular proprietary system called ZenFi. You said you can get some beach time out. Or did I get some beach time out west? I did not, man. Actually, I just spent the whole time with my mom and my folks, aka my dad and my sisters. And just reflected. Just a lot of reflection. Since I wasn't on the internet, I was just like, because I'm not in my space, so it's like I'm sleeping on my parents' couch and shit. And you know this, once you move out of the cribbo and you go and visit the parents, and then they're just like, you can sleep on the couch. And you're like, all right, and your fucking back gets all fucked up because you were there for too long. That was me. All weekend, just to fly back into New York and then crush 2 dope-ass DJ sets this past weekend. It was super fun. But yeah, I didn't get any beach time, bro. I'm gonna have to run that back next time I'm in town. Definitely getting beach time. Family time is the best. Yeah, I don't have any family in the East Coast. I'm fucking Rogan out here. All of my family is in California. Then I have extended family, I guess you could say, like in Atlanta, and in Tennessee, and Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? South. But that's in the South. I'm up in the North. I am Frederick Douglass in this bitch. So nobody want to come and visit me because they're like comfortable where they are. They're like, Brandon, you come visit me. I'm like, all right, for sure. Here I come. Here I come. Couch tunes. Yeah, that's all I was couches and tunes, dog. Couch and fucking tunes. You say, Dioshland said, keep it. That's a fact. Shout out to Dioshland for making sure that the chat stay green in a bear market, man. Really do appreciate that stuff, bro. Really do. We have the return of the members videos this Wednesday. Who knows what can happen next? Who knows? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out together. But yeah, Optimism Zen, bro. I hope it can figure itself out. It's starting to get to 1 billion, so there is a lot of intense selling happening. And again, I don't think we have the right leaders right now in the vocal space of the community to keep the energy going. Again, I said there's a lot of low frequency energy happening And it's because we're in the bottom of the bear. So now people are starting to claw at each other. As a witness, you should witness this shit and step back. Put your hands on. I am a witness. Uh-oh. Glitchies. Oh, man. Yeah, this part's gonna fucking glitch my computer out. Hashes are down OD. But yeah, so they just started doing this part too. So after you run sync node, it's gonna validate every block that's added to the database. So this is where we're starting to reach consensus, and eventually, this is what I hope. I hope they can create something where if I'm gonna provide support to the consensus, I hope I can get like some sort of, I mean, maybe this is the greed in me, but maybe a little incentive token, you know, for running this process. That might help that might bring in some people to want to be part of the chain. And it seems like it's very easy for the team to update the mining file and add new hashes that have certain parameters to create certain things. So maybe there's a future to add some of these extra ideas, you know, to get things moving, to incentivize people to join. That's kind of just what I'm trying to get at right now. But yeah, it's gonna validate everything, and then we're working. But yeah, make sure you're running sync node, bro. We need that shit. OD. We need it. OD. ChatGPT can now speak, listen, and process his images. Who cares? That's just not gonna fucking pump the price of WorldCoin. Senator Bob Mendez suggests cash found in bribery raid came from personal savings. Martinez, or Martinez. Mendez, if you don't stop it, bro, you had gold bars in your jacket in your bedroom. We know what you up to, dog. Don't nobody just hold gold at the crib, not in a safe. That's how safe he felt. He felt so safe. He had the blocks hanging out in his pockets in the closet. Gangster. Tesla's third-quarter deliveries will likely miss consensus expectations, Barkley predicts. Like, why do we live in this world? We have no control over this shit. The SPY is green to throw people off right now. Like, give me some real news, bro. Let's click crypto. Oh, okay, that's it. What happened to XRP? It's honestly crazy. Bitcoin Cash is up here still too. SHA 256. Claiming 30 million Zen from day one. Vanilla mints right now. Oh, Tree City West in the house. You're sir with a pickup. Yeah, keep your eye on the chat. This little Dioshlan, he come through like, hey, y'all want to join the team? Sniper, thanks for dropping that, bro. And shout out, sir, for picking up a new hourglass. Welcome back to the team. I see Tree City West and Dioshlan, they got the bronze. They got the bronze hourglass. So Shaka got the bronze too. I see you. Bronze boys. Means they've been members for over 5 months. That's tight. Big ups. Yeah, man. I think that's when a YouTuber runs out of things to talk about, they just say a bunch. And I need to get this printed on a shirt. Crypto is dead, but blockchain is forever. This has been like my crypto title or my bio on X since like 2018. Been this shit. Because that's when crypto died. It was in 2018. But the blockchain was still going. If I could have gotten away from the FUD in that moment, I could have been hashing Bitcoin still. There was opportunity in 2018. But I think that's another thing too. In this reality, we're gonna get a bunch of distractions. Someone's gonna say something is a distraction, and because it's benefiting their personal gain. But when someone identifies a distraction It's up to you to make the psychological response of the inception, not the deception, right? So you allow those things to play with your mental state. If that makes any sense, right? That what you believe is a distraction. Some would say fast food is a distraction from eating real food. Some would say I like a double cheeseburger from McDonald's, and AT&T is distracting you. I don't know. It goes on and on. Everything's a fucking distraction, right? But if you, as a person, accept, conscious beliefs or common sense, I like to say, you'll be able to identify what is really a distraction. And maybe it's a good thing that Zen is being distracted right now, because just looking at the price, dude, it is just not where we want it to be. We want it to go to Diochland's levels, right? We want that 94%er. Actually, I guess it's a little bit lower now. We've already started to ascend. We're 1% down. So we're not transcending right now. We are descending, to our final destination. What up, Jamma Beans? What up, bro? Shout outs Jamma Beans. Hey, shout outs to Jamma for performing a white hat hack. It's my first time ever seeing that. So big ups to you guys, Zen Game, for actually analyzing your code and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, so that you can make very critical decisions. That vulnerability, you could have just been like, F it, it's gonna die. But instead you performed a task to save the integrity. And again, if some can't identify that integrity, again, maybe they just need to start over. Maybe Zen isn't for them. Damn, that sounds like a job. You know, like how at a job, they'll start telling you like when they want to get rid of you, but they want you to quit. They don't want you to, they don't want to fire you because then you get unemployment, right? So that's kind of crazy to think about that. Yeah, you could almost say that's happening right now. Some would say maybe Zen isn't a fit for you. Maybe if a year later, where it is in price and where it is in climate and where it is in understanding, maybe if all of that is really confusing, maybe this is truthfully not for you. And that's a good thing to know, because you need to go back to the home base, which is Bitcoin, and learn it from the ground up. But if you don't want to learn Bitcoin, Zen Blocks, boy, Zen Blocks. Get a Zen Block account. If you don't want to learn about Bitcoin with Bitcoin, learn about Zen Blocks. It'll teach you about Bitcoin, and it'll teach you about a better cryptographic hash function. Cryptographic hash function. An equation used to verify and validate invalidating of data. All right, this is what we'll be talking about all stream. I'm in here for over 2 hours talking about this shit. DBC still on track, or DB's NFT still on track? Yeah, I think they said they're gonna try to release it next Sunday on October 8th. So we might get a lot of fireworks on October 8th. So DB's NFTs, this is speculation. Speculated release October 8th. But don't tell nobody, because then they're going to go and start buying the coins. If you're watching, there's only 25 people here. Don't nobody care about me no more. Yeah. Once they solidify the date, this is probably going to turn around, because it's just normal crypto. People sell the news, buy the news. They think they're changing the fucking game. Oh my God, I'm the best buyer and seller of the news. Like, all right, it's just crypto. So yeah, just wait. If you're really confident and you're interested in DXN, you should be buying this shit right now. You shouldn't be waiting for them to say it. But if you need to wait, yeah, you're waiting on that. You waiting on them to say DB's NFTs is the mix. Yeah, I think I saw it here. Oh, I gotta find it now. I don't want to be called a fibber. I'll replies. Maybe not. Maybe not here. Maybe it's the other side. As in DBs in crypto. The alpha on DBs NFTs is finding a good NFT to use. Well, kinda. The alpha on DBs NFTs is getting XeNFT power, or getting DBs NFT power when no one else is getting them. So if everyone is getting power, then you want to actually do the smallest ones you have and then power those up. If that makes any sense. That's what I learned, and that's why I'm still bullish on token, because I don't understand why nobody is screaming that shit out loud. Like, we saw the real game on Polygon, and the real game that we saw here, let me bring it up, because I did it too, and I realized, yeah, that was the best play. I did it right at the end. Actually, the day that I made my best power level XeNFT just happened to be the same day that they were like, oh, we got to stop everything. I was like, yeah, man, I finally staked some DXN and got all cozy, and now y'all ending it. Cause like, check it out. So everybody's gonna go in on the very first idea, right? So that's what I did here. So on this first one, I knew everyone was gonna go in, so I did a very small one of 1.3 billion because I knew everyone was gonna go in, and I got 5 DBs in power from that 1 billion. Then on day 2, I did one with a little bit less, and I got pretty close to the same amount of power. So I was like, okay, let me boost it up a little bit. And then on the 3rd day, I wrapped one with 3 billion, and I got 10, right? So technically, this is 2 in 1. And if I would have done this one earlier, I would have gotten less power for this much Zen. But since I waited for everyone to kind of go and get exhausted, then I actually got a more powerful DBs NFT. And now I can put DXN on top of this and power it up even more. And now I have, that powerful DBs NFT. So I don't think it's smart. I mean, you do you, though. You do you. But I don't think it's smart to use your big one on the first day. Depending on how many you have. If you have 17 Zentarions, do your thing. But if you only got 1 Zentarion, 1 Sapphire, because you're just, you max minted, but didn't max mint a bunch, I would say play the game more strategic and not blow your XeNFT, because as soon as you put it in here, it's gone. So you really want to make sure you're doing the right power. What's the piece of the equation I've missed? Please enlighten me. DXN is the only coin in the eco I like, but it's sucking, bro. You only like it because it gives you Ethereum. Think about it. It's like you only gonna like a girl if she having sex with you. Once she stops having sex with you, you're like, what the fuck do I even like? Do I really like this girl? Is she really pretty? That's DXN. That's the type of euphoria you're getting. The amount of time of maturity lowers the intel cost. See. That part I already accounted for. All of these ones are going to be my latest ones. So when I use the DB Zen list, that's why I was being super strategic of doing 1 billion. All of these ones were ending, so I had a better rate. But yeah, the way that I've been doing it is I use my term days, and then I use my estimated Zen. And then I was using that to balance how much was going in. People are still playing this. And the way I was balancing this was I was using the contract. See if this is still it. And I was watching how many, this it? Yeah, this is it. Oh, it's still $500 over here. So what you could do with this, damn, ain't nobody playing. So you can hit advanced filters. And then you can monitor. I mean, this is why I can't wait for there to be a DB's NFT dashboard. But until then, you got to do it on your own. But you can see how many transactions go in on a day, and you can make your own assumption. So what you do is you go to method first. Oh yeah, it's not here. You got to find it first because they didn't label it for some reason. Oh, I see Tracy to us, but it's this one right here. So find this. It's not labeled. I don't know why. Go to methods. Drop that BZN. Hit enter. That's gonna pop up all these. This method is wrapping your ZenFT. Then what you can do is you can do the age. You just do a 24-hour period. Yeah, last 24. And then here you can see there was only 22 transactions. So what I was doing was on the first couple of days, I was actually watching how many transactions were happening so I could see if it was a better time for me to use the DB's NFTs with the most Zen in it to get the most power. I was wilding. Now there's only 22 transactions, but yeah, on like the first couple of days, it was quite a bit. Okay, let's see if I can kind of show that. So I think this came out, yeah, the week of here. So we'll just do 17 to 18. So 17 to 18, you'll see 326 transactions, right? I mean, you can get even more saucy with it. You can try to figure out like which addresses you see a lot. You can try to, you know, make it so it just shows those addresses, and you can try to see who's being the best. You feel me? There's a lot of different ways of playing it. I can't wait for there to be a dashboard so you don't have to use the contract. But yeah, I mean, majority of it is all going to be pretty much the same. And the estimated Zen, I don't even really know what that means, bro, because honestly, it's not that truthful. It's kind of bass backwards, because I don't think it's actually tapping into the estimated, because I wish it was working so I could show this, but I believe one of these that I did not end very recently, and it gave me full credit for all that was inside of it. So yeah, even looking at the contract, like no. But yeah, looking at the contract, like a contract call, you don't see any Zen involved. So how does it know? That's the thing I was saying. I was like, how does it really know though? Because it's not pulling any data. The only thing that's pulling data from the blockchain is the website itself. So the website is just pulling the estimated from Zen.network, which means that this would need to register the XeNFT inside of itself. But it appears that it's not doing that. It appears it's just reading what the UI is saying and applying a certain amount of Matic or a certain amount of protocol fee based on the UI, not based on the actual XeNFT. So I mean, there is some extra shit that needs to happen. Because see, this is just a transfer on all, and again, all it's doing is transferring metadata, not the XeNFT information. Because later on, the XeNFT will become available, and you'll be able to reverse this, send it back to yourself, and claim it. Or you can keep it here and let it penalty out. So yeah, there's some shit that still don't make no sense to me. Just to point some emphasis on that future forward. If you are focused on that future estimated, it challenge Rosvin and ask him if that's really happening, because I don't see it anywhere in the code. That's part about crypto. What the hell am I looking at, bro? Yeah, see, there's no Zen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it doesn't know it. I'm like 97% sure that it's just using the UX data, the API data. And like the longer that and this is what I mean. The longer you wait, the more you get. So every day your estimated Zen goes up compared to like when you're looking at Zenmon. Like that's how I thought it was going to be. How much Zen is in the XeNFT today. So we still have some shit to do, man. We still got some programming to get. We still got some innovation to perceive, because the DB XeNFTs is just a skeleton or a mask. It's not really crazy. Because I mean, like, essentially you would really want it the other way around, right? You would want it where it's the Zen inside of it, so it's more of a collateral tool. But right now it's not that. It's just an estimated tool. My understanding is the equation is different. The cheaper way to get power is to add DXN to the biggest XeNFT you can. So if I have one cheap, in my biggest XeNFT, then add DXN after that. Adding multiple XeNFTs is actually a waste of native coin. Well, yeah, that's one way that they want you to think of it, but the whales didn't play that way. The whales decided to saturate the power, and that's the problem. Is you won't get the best power in DB's NFTs until they stop saturating it. So technically you want to do, to your point, the smallest one of your biggest ones and then add the XN on top of it. But you I don't know how to say it, but you should be playing every day, to be honest. That's just my idea, my take. And that's why I was doing it every day and being more strategic about how do I play these every single day. I have 16 days to play. That's the way I'm thinking of it. I got 16 XeNFTs. I got 16 days to play. I got 16 opportunities. When am I going to drop these in? Because that's going to give me the most power. But again, that goes back to the price here of why the fuck is anybody dumping this? Because to your point, Future, they should be buying it and saving them for the power level, because 1,000 is not enough. Like 1,000 is only going to give you 100 more power. And if somebody comes in with a bunch of XeNFTs on one day and then they get, let's say, 1,000 out of the 10,000 of power available, then now you're like, it don't even matter where you stake the 1,000 DXN. Like, you still gotta have to finesse the game, you know? So that's just like my little take on it is, I think people don't truthfully understand what's going on. But I feel you on that. They seem to be taking info from the same equation as Zen.network developed by terms, times, and dates on NFTs right now. Both strats are not optimal, but I'll mention the best one when it's the right time. Neither one is optimal, but it's more about trying to do something in a bear market. That's what I'm saying. I'm playing one at a time. I'm not gonna do every day is a new day in DB's NFTs in my strategy. The way I played this one was we was going every day. I did kind of get a little bit excited. I wanted to get the highest or the lowest token ID. I think that's cool that they're really trying to be cool, and they should put emphasis on that. But yeah, it's gonna be an everyday thing. So, and again, because DB's NFTs is also trying to get people to mint Zen. That's also part of the game. Like, we want people to interact with this, find value, and mint. Get into the ecosystem, and take that future Zen and burn it, right? Because they see value in DB Zen, so they're gonna keep the Zen here and let it dissipate. At least that's one of my ideas of why you create this if you're trying to help the Zen ecosystem. Do you think Zen on Optimism can lose 2 zeros? I think everything in Zen is down and ain't coming back. Zen Blocks, baby. Zen Blocks. I don't think I got any blocks right now. I'm just fucking frying my computer. Oh, my temperature's pretty good right now. Nice. Damn, this is still validating. Sheesh. Just like, see, this is what I mean by we're reaching consensus. So every time we run sync node, everybody syncs the blockchain. Once somebody creates a real script, I haven't found it yet, but once somebody makes the script where it just continuously does it, you keep your miner on, whether it's your laptop, your dedicated PC, you're using just for Zen mining. You'll be able to randomly update this by the second. So that's when we'll reach consensus, is when everyone is updating the sync node by the second, because it's just part of the script. Now the script does sync node automatically. Then it won't do what it's doing right now on me, which is constantly validating like every single block, because I fucking waited forever in a day to do it. Which is, that's blockchain, man. Welcome to the matrix. When mints cost 0.0 cents per VMU. See, that's the problem with Zen, though. That's another issue with Zen. It's too money focused on ROI. At this state, a year later, I would say that actually killed Zen's performance. Everyone being so focused on ROI actually stopped them from making more than they could make. But I hear you on that. But yeah, everyone is losing. We're all losing. We're all lost. Only way you won is if you sold DXN at $95. Those motherfuckers. Yeah, if you sold DXN at $95 and Zen at 4 zeros and a 7, you hit the jackpot 23. But yeah, that is gone. I don't think we're gonna see. I always say in my religion of crypto, you only get one portal a year, and your activity will grant you another portal next year. So if you're participating Like how we were all 22, then we found Zen, then we were the first people to find DXN. We should have took profit because that's the right mindset to have. Like you're taking your rewards because you found it first. So the same thing's going to happen with me and Zen Blocks. When Zen Blocks finally reaches consensus and gets onto, dexes, I'll probably go and dump my shit because it just makes more sense to take my credit for my participation. And what I'm getting from this is the mindset that as long as people keep mining Zen Blocks, then it shouldn't stop. And now I need to get a better computer and get more, or I need to get more involved if I want to get more. But I shouldn't think to myself that I should hold my coins for dear life for the community. Like that shit is done. Learn that in 23. Not holding for the community anymore. Only holding for myself. Fuck all that community holding shit. That shit is how you lose. The reason why the Zen price is so low is because people were expecting the 333 auction this month. Exactly, Rich Energy. And that's the wrong energy to have on price. So everyone was right. All of the people who said Zen is based on hopium, they were correct. And it still is. So that's why I'm like, oh, nothing's going to go up because we got to get away from that. But unfortunately, we can't because everyone's so focused on price. And everyone's so focused on price because it's actually a virus bigger than Zen. That's what I've learned in Zen Blocks. The thing that you're battling to become successful in crypto is way bigger than you. And you're in it right now. You're getting the signals. You just don't know it yet. Shout out to Bitcoin. Nah, man, I'm correct on that one. I'm correct. There's two sides to this story, and I'm gonna go with mine, which is Zen is failing because it's too much greed. And that's what I've gotten from this perception of understanding. Zen would have been a very successful crypto in 2022 to 2023 if it was a pump and dump. But since it wasn't a pump and dump, it actually did really, really bad and only had certain runs that you should have been taking profit on. So this is the Doge effect. I learned that in Doge in 2017, that whenever Doge ran up, I needed to take profits. And that's kind of why I told everybody Doge was a joke when Doge became serious. So yeah, that's my biggest learn of 23. Take fucking profits, especially if Zen. Like if Zen were to reverse right now, take profits, start minting. Fuck like holding this shit. I'm only holding Zen right now because there's nothing to do with it. It's not like I should put it in a DEX, like I should burn it. It's just like I might as well just hold it and just let it burn in my wallet until we figure out the next move. But yeah, I am sold that this price performance is based on greed. Price is low because people are not building with Zen. See, that's what I'm saying. You would say that, but that's not true because it's a cryptocurrency. And why are we here for peer-to-peer transactions? So why don't people want to use Zen as a peer-to-peer exchange? Why haven't anybody built real things? But then the reason why is because nothing real is real. Nothing in crypto is real. The only thing real in crypto is Bitcoin. And I show that here with the amount of data on Bitcoin. Right, 513 gigabytes of data space. Ethereum, we looked at this earlier, 1,233 gigabytes of data space. Had a ton of data deleted. Over 400 gigs seems to have moved to Bitcoin. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know where those gigs went. Some of it started to come over here, it feels like. But yeah, this is where I'm at with it now. I'm looking at blockchain sizes. I'm looking at potential growth concepts going into the next 5 years. I'm looking at Zen and I'm looking at the users. I'm looking at the way that everyone is speculating using gossip. And then I look back at the price and I say to myself, this is manufactured by an emotional state called greed. And I never seized my greedy opportunities, I guess. I should have been greedy over here. The only greed one I had was this one where I made like $1,000 off $200. That one was crazy. The FTX pump, I thought I was winning. Then I lost it all because it just kept going down. Then it popped off again and I was like, oh, sick. And we've been here ever since. Never popping off again. Womp, womp, womp. But yeah, man, hurry up and dump your fucking Zen already. Jesus Christ, why are you guys holding this shit? It's like a 2-cycle story ago. Medium exchanges. Oh yeah, you know what's crazy though? I honestly think the exchange thing was not real. Like when people were saying exchanges are buying or burning for DXN, that wasn't real. That was a facade. We believed the hopium. And I mean, again, the only reason people like DXN is because they're getting more Ethereum. So once the ETH stops, people stop believing in it. And I mean, I don't even talk about the real shit, which is the burn, right? You say we need builders to burn, but what we really need is holders to hold, believers to believe. Because burning doesn't do anything. Zen Game came and burned 5 billion and nobody cared. Right? So burning doesn't matter. They actually shitted on Zen Game and they try and kick them out of the fucking ecosystem. And nothing will be like this, boy. Jesus Christ. This is the realization of our fucking community. We can't get anything. You just said like, oh, there ain't no burners. Zen Doge came out and it's still one of the biggest burn days in Zen history. Zen Doge. Phoenix has 10 times more utility. DB Zen has 10 times more utility. xeNFTs had 10 times more utility. Yeah, everybody fucking burning for Zen Doge. Right? Ain't nothing top Zen Doge burn day. Crazy. Burning will make people hold. Hell to the no, it won't. Because it'll, look at this. Here's another realization in your face. DXN, once people learned that the DB xeNFTs weren't coming out, everything dipped. So the burn actually controls the price of Zen. If things don't come out and burn, people dump. Same for right here, this little pump. That was Zen Game. But since Zen Game didn't burn a ton because not a lot of people played, which showed me a lot too. Like the pool didn't even get up to 100 ETH. I was like, yo, this is a circle jerk of people throwing $20 at a fucking pot thinking they're gonna make $100. Like, nah, it's not gonna happen. So that's why I didn't play the game. And I was just watching from the sidelines and just saying it's fun. Like we're gonna wait for the timer to go down. And I was actually surprised to see the timer at like 1 out. Like I would have never known Zen Game was broken if the timer didn't go to a 1 hour. That's when I was like, wait a second, what the fuck? Like I was watching this, it went to 9, it went to 11, now it's down to an hour. Like what's going on? And then that's when I looked in and saw, oh, they got a bug. They're gonna white hack and they're gonna get the funds out before anybody else can do it. So I thought that was really cool, but I instantly knew, motherfuckers gonna start selling because it's not burning no more. So that's a catch-22 to keep believing in the burn and Zen price. It's a catch-22. It's honestly not the best thing that ever. At this date, or at this state, a year later, I knew the burn would be the most interesting thing in Zen. I did not have a thesis on how the burn would successfully create more use in Zen. So I could say truthfully now, the burn is just a special feature in Zen. It's not going to be the weight that brings it to the top, unfortunately, until more and more community members are educated on how Zen actually works. So I'm not betting on that shit no more. That is the real hopium. It's going to burn, right? You don't need that no more, man. Just go mint some Zen blocks. So what do you think? So what would you rather? Zen on ETH or Zen on OP? Zen on ETH, bro. There ain't no other Zen. All that other Zen, that's a distraction. But yeah, I'm only minting on Zen ETH, man. All this other stuff is experimental. I'm comfortable with it though. Again, what you gotta remember, Zen is based on resources and time. Resources being Ethereum. So now that we have proof of work, I don't need to continue to spend my crypto resources. I can just go and use my electricity like I'm doing right now. This is electricity. Hashes are all bad because I'm streaming right now. And I'm fucking uploading a blockchain. But temperature's doing pretty well. Love that. Looking at my car hood right now. Just look at, like I'm driving, I'm looking at the dashboard, make sure everything all good. But yeah, that's the new update. If you need it, Zen is still gonna moon, but it's going through turbulence right now while motherfuckers learn what it really is. It's an abundance coin. It's designed to be in abundance until 2025. Then after 25 it'll curve, so we have one more year of abundance. So there is a potential go 300% lower, just 100% every month. We could totally do that. because everybody's just like fuck Zen, you know. But then it's like, why are we here? That's your worst case scenario. Just keep doing 100 down. So just move this down here like this. Where's our next target? Yeah, damn. Fucking 8 zeros and a 16. Get ready. Get ready. Here's the fear. Your favorite Zenians are dumping on you. All their Zen comes out in the beginning of next year. Maybe it never goes up. Maybe it only goes down. Ah, that's so funny to think about. Me and my Puffco gonna make it through the bear market. Oh, you got a Puffco, dog. Welcome to the team. Yeah, that's all you need is a Puffco and some Zen. You'll stay calm. We're in a bear market too. Everything is down bad. Yeah, but what's cool about bear markets is finding high frequency. It's like seeing a light in a dim room. Like you can see it the most right now because some people are literally showing you that they have nothing to offer to you. They're waiting for their offerings to offer something to you. But it's up to you to see that shit. Like I'm not the type of motherfucker to go into a church and ask the priest to give me the spirit. Right? If I'm gonna ask for the spirit, I'm gonna go and get some fried chicken from the best fried chicken burner maker that I know in the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get, that's gonna up my spirits. I don't give a fuck. I love fried chicken, bro. This shit is it's the best dish invented on the planet. I do like my chicken grilled. I do also like it, you know, pan fried. But when you mix that shit with all those, I might just be hungry. I might need to wrap up the stream. This is actually good for Zen. Even though the Moon Boys would disagree. Yeah, this is great, man. That's why I'm like, Zen is great. I would say though, if you think Zen is great, think the worst case scenario right now. Because you're different. Everybody else thinks Zen is a scam. And they're going to make sure it looks like a scam for as long as they can because we're in a bear market. That buy right there was me. Were you buying some Zen right now? I did say that base Zen will be like Moonbeam and Code next 2 weeks. Shock people actually burn CBDXN, I have to say. Everyone's chasing the bag. Everyone's trying to figure out the next play. Even me, like I did some dumb shit. And that's why like I'm really being real with myself. I'm not. And what I'm telling you guys is just my analyzation, right? Like I like how Trevon likes to say it. This is my world, you live in it. So yeah, to bring you some of the perspective of the world that I'm living in, I made some bad choices chasing the bag. And it might just be because there wasn't any Zen blocks. So I might have been chasing success in the wrong direction, but on the right path, right? So we go on the right way. We're not on the journey yet. Right? I had to get back aligned with the journey. Because I hear Jack always say this stuff about Zen and about Zen price and about how it's a community. And when you really think of it, like how you just said, Rich Energy, that we're actually in a bear market and the Moon Boys would disagree, you know, this is what's crazy about Zen. Like the Moon Boys know it's next. That's why they're here. That's why they were one of the first people here. That's why they brought me in. Shit. I wouldn't know about Zen if it wasn't for, you know, people that I know go to the moon. They started talking about it. I was like, okay, cool. We going to the moon with this? You know, but I'm also an intrigued human being, and I like to be intrigued by new things. So of course I took the fucking red pill, and here we are today. You know, and not a lot of people are like that with Zen. Not a lot of people in crypto have that mindset. A lot of people are here for money, for greed, and they're gonna push you in a way where they're like, this is the next 10,000x. And I'm gonna keep it real and be like, you know, I fucked up. I should have stayed over here and made this play and made that play. And that's kind of why also I'm hyped on this vlog journey. We've had a lot of ups. We sat down for a little bit. Now we're standing up again. We're trying to bring that momentum back. Bring back the feeling that, yo, Zen is getting ready to do something. But yeah, after this week, I'm still waiting for the stock market to crash. Okay, I won't waste my time with optimism. I'll just keep minting Zen on ETH. Yeah, optimism isn't worth it unless you're doing a strategy that I had started, but then I stopped it because I was like, I don't know why. But I'm just getting exhausted, I guess, too. Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted moving around cryptocurrency, right? Like I could have kept the ETH on ETH if optimism is where it is. Because now optimism has a reason for people to sell, right? Because DB's NFTs are out, or DBZen is out on optimism. So in the very beginning, there wasn't really a reason for people to mint and sell. Now we're seeing an escalated experience of minters, and we're almost done with the EAA. So I'm pretty sure after the EAA is gone, this will slow down just a little bit, depending on how many people really want to get into it. And this is also a telling number. Only 56 staking NFTs over here. Like that's crazy. There's nothing going on. Yeah, but over 42,000 NFTs have been minted. So people are minting. Now my strategy is to keep up with the G rank, or keep up with the AMP and mint based on the AMP, so I can get the most based on the AMP, because it doesn't really make sense to go long if you want to capture the most value. Probably most of the value will be right when the AMP is about to end. A lot of attention, right? So you might want your mints ending when the AMP ends, instead of going beyond the AMP when you'll be making like 10 Zen a day. So right now you can add those extra days because you've got the EAA. So it is kind of smart to still max mint because you got the EAA. But once that EAA is gone, once this AMP has gone down enough, minting really won't make any sense. You'd be better off buying OP Zen than minting it. And that's kind of why I'm like, oh, I see what happened here. A lot of people realized XEN is coming out, and then they started minting really, really fast, right? They cranked up the day minters, the 7-day minters, and now this is filled up almost with 1 billion Zen. And this is the problem with the hyperinflationary state of Zen. It's going to be hyperinflationary. We'll see how long it lasts here. I guess, let's see, 25 on a 3,000 day scale. So maybe 25 days. So maybe in a month, we'll see this number start to go down. So that's going to be the experiment right here. That's it right now. What's today? September 25th. What's 25 days from today? Because we discovered it today. That's how I like to do my shit. So 25 days from today is Friday, October 20th. Wow, nice. A Friday. Ah. Great. Right before the weekend. So let's draw a horizontal line, or a vertical line, excuse me. We're going to go to October 20th. All right, that's our target date. We'll see what fucking OPC. Let's see what this does by this date. And let's see if this is extremely high in pool share. And then let's see if it goes the opposite direction after 25 days. Right? Or shit. Is it going to be 25 days or weeks? 300 days. How many weeks is in 300 days? That's not 25 weeks. Because it's like 52 weeks in 300 days. So that's why I'm like, I think it has to be weeks. It can't, I mean, it has to be days. It can't be weeks. Because how many weeks are in 300 days? 42 weeks. Let's say 43. We'll round it up. So 43 weeks is, or 40. Wait. Yeah, 43. Wait, what the fuck? How many weeks are in 300 days? That doesn't make any sense. 300 days in weeks. Oh, so 42 weeks. I guess so. 9 months. 42 weeks. 720. 700 or 7,200 hours. That's crazy. Mad seconds. So 42 weeks. So yeah, half of 42 would be 21 weeks. So maybe you could do 21. Okay, what's 21 weeks from today? Man, I love doing shit like this. Shout out to the clan. We're going down. Stop blessing the chart with downness, dog. We are definitely down. It's all your fault. I'm blaming the clan. It's 2025 and Bitcoin is at 100K. Where do you see Zen standing in all that? I still see Zen as a top 10 crypto. Even with all of today's adversity, with all today's like growing pains, I think these growing pains are really going to put us in the top 10. I can see it happening from all different angles because it's going to be one of the most decentralized networks in crypto. And that's all because the server god is running the show. And he created the Google architecture for what is Google Cloud and Gmail and the search. So he has a lot of understanding of hash power and also a lot of understanding of privacy hash power. You know what I'm saying? And he knows how to put networks online. He's already said it multiple times. He's had multiple server rooms with multiple server friends. So he's just building with us right now. And that's crazy. So I still do expect Zen to be a top performer by 2025. You know what I'm saying? Top 10 shit. Top 10 shit. How important market cap is in your mind, bro? I don't think market cap is too crazy. I think it's a little bit weirder now because VC funding allows market cap to be altered. So it's really, really, really hard to pinpoint whether or not the market cap is real, right? Like, is it real or is somebody fucking with me? So this is 25 days, but let's do 25 weeks horizontal line. We're gonna be here. At least I'm gonna be here. I don't know about you. Is it not gonna let me go that far? Let's go to weeks. There we go. So it's February. Wow, on the week. So Sunday? Monday. So 21 weeks from today is going to be February 19th, 2024. So I would say definitely by that time, definitely by this time, this number should totally start tapering off. So it could hyperinflate all the way to February, aka this OP Zen in the DEX can just keep going up because again, you're not getting that much Zen. I mean, you are, but you aren't. It's kind of a weird one. Like, you do a max mint, you're not getting billions of Zen. You're getting a couple hundred because it's only 300-day amp. Right? That extra 2,700 gives you a lot more Zen. So that's why I like OP Zen, because it doesn't have that extra 2,700 amp entwined in this. So it's at lower. Maybe over time it'll get to 1 billion. But a lot of times you'll see your Zentarions just shoot to 1 billion within the first couple of days. So, but yeah, that's my little thesis on OP Zen. We probably won't see the best time of it until February of 24. Until then, you know, you can expect it to just go down. Nobody wants to hear that, but yeah. Jack for president. Jack for president. I fucks with Jack Love it, man. Hate it or love it. The underdog's on top. Hate it or love it, the underdog's on top. Let's see. Oh yeah, I love this post. We're keeping this hopium free zone. 100. And I'm running from the money. Since everyone has a GPU, ASIC, CPU based fair mining would be great. Boom. See, we're all talking about it. Nobody wants that GPU shit. Difficulty all time high. Crazy. What's he saying here? He said no, install hop. What the hell is that? Enter server. Oh, okay, so here's someone. This is what I'm saying. So here's a view of someone who's running the miner on something that is server based, getting some CPU extraness, and they're running all of these and they're getting crazy hashes. Let's see what their hash rate is. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, maybe there's no hash rate here. Unless it's these. But yeah, you can see here they're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they've been running 10 threads for 2 hours mining. Looks like an air. Go to GitHub. Just follow the remind me. Okay, so some people are trying to get online right now. Jack Levin seems like he's over here. He's talking. And that's another thing too, man. If you feel like you missed Jack, maybe you need to get into Zen Blocks so that you can catch up with this motherfucker. I posted it in the chat earlier, the link, but I'll do it again. If I still have it here. Oh, I don't. Let me scroll up. If you scroll up, you can find it too. But for those watching on the flip, and god damn, shout outs to you for making it this long. My gosh. I'm streaming for over 2 hours and 30 minutes. This is the longest stream I've ever done on YouTube. Just for the concerned Zenians. For all my concerned Zenians out there, we got this, guys. Stay true, stay real. Don't let anybody stop you from being great. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Am I shit glitching or what? There it is. That's the room. Oh, okay. So that's what it is. They're using Linux. Shout out to our local developer, Tree City West. He stated that they're just using Linux and they just used a viewer. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What is this guy asking? Do one shell. Okay, so yeah, we over here, we learning. I do recommend, again, just join in the Telegram so you can be on par with what we got going on as a community. Okay, this is a community driven. Shout outs Caleb going in right now. Shit. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see this right here. Shout outs Caleb. He came in, he was kind of confused, and then within a couple hours, my G was set up. So it was cool to watch him go through everything. He moved to the other side too. He's on Linux already. He moved to the other side. I'm trying to get like UG. But yeah, go ahead, join the Telegram. What else can we say here? Stop paying attention to price. Zen might drop forever. You know, we'll be here tomorrow. We'll talk about some more Zen stuff. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard. We're gonna go a little bit of an hour earlier. See if that helps participation. And yeah, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, Zen ain't doing shit. So don't hope it's gonna do something. DB Zen is going through it right now. Lots of unstaking. Again, if you want to watch the contract, just go find the contract advanced. The two things to look for is you're gonna have two types of ways to exit from the contract. It's gonna be unstaking and claiming rewards. If you want to look at those two variables, you can kind of make a perception or maybe your own personal analytic of what's going on. Maybe you can figure it out. So yeah, claim rewards. This is how you can see who's claiming their rewards. And then we also want to do unstaking. Right, you add those two. Oh, I guess you can only do one at a time. But here you can see like how much people are unstaking and how fast they're doing it to see if you can catch on to what's going on. And then again, the same goes for making that, like I said, with Rosvin, some people will put their foot on the moon, the footprint, they'll leave that shit. And that happens when they claim rewards. So no one knows how many coins you have in the contract until you claim rewards. So this is stopping some whales from actually exiting. And they're probably waiting for a low frequency time to really claim it and get out of here. So let's see how many did this person claim. About 168. And again, if you want to do the chain analysis, you could totally do it. See how much they burned. So they burned yesterday, so they're just going to get their money back. That's what they want. Actually, they claim rewards and they staked it. Interesting. It's a smart way to do it though, because then your DB Zen acts as like an ATM. Because whenever you want to get to some coins or you need some like pay some bills or something, but you don't want to release the whole bag of DXN. If you have it staked in this area and not in the reclaim rewards, then you can pull them out one by one from your vault. And that's pretty cool. What the fuck ever. I ain't gonna show this shit. Y'all know what it is. We're going down. This motherfucker. Dios, let's stop reminding me we're going down, dog. I need that other reverse. We're going up. Because people finally buying this shit up. But I doubt it. Until Bitcoin hits rock bottom, we ain't gonna have nobody. So stop asking. But yeah, man, it's your boy Crypto, bruh. I've been streaming for 2 hours, 30 minutes. Jesus. Shout outs to everybody that tunes into the stream, who supports the channel. Shout outs to Dioshland for always adding new folks to the team. You have to share new starting time on your YT or Telegram or both, bruh. Not on X. I hear that. Hey. Thanks for that recommendation, dog. I'm gonna actually do it that way. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Because everybody on X, they ain't paying attention to me right now because they're like, oh, he ain't talking about the bag. It's like, what is the bag, bro? Zen blocking. Oh, did I even get did anything come through while I've been? Hell no. Oh, the difficulty shot up like crazy. Wow. Yeah, that difficulty is at an all-time high. Who came online? Mother freakers. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Peace.